Well, StreamYard said it's showtime, so I guess it's showtime. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the third installment, I think, if I'm counting correctly, of Tech Talk Tuesday. Whew, that's a big mouthful. Thanks to all of you who were watching the live stream, not live stream. Thank you all for who are watching the premiere of how to make a video. And again, it goes to show I shot that video and I realized that my lighting was crap because I didn't check it ahead of time, but I shot it all anyway. So I had two choices. I could either go with it as is and put it out there or reshoot everything. And I didn't feel like reshooting everything because it just took a lot of time to do that. It was kind of frustrating. I had some other hiccups, as you can see in that video. So I just chose to leave it as it is. So it looks kind of bad to have a poor lighting video on how to make a YouTube video. I know, but I'm not a professional. I don't profess to be one. So we just do the best we can. So we have a lot of folks already in the house, got 15 people watching so far. So I'm just going to go real quick down the list here just to say hello to everybody. If it'll let me. Come on now. Okay, so it doesn't want me to click on the participant list. So I'll just start off with the winner. And I didn't mention this in the premiere video, so I apologize. The winner of the first chat in the premiere was Susan New Horizons. And no, you did not win a MacBook, but thanks for playing. But the winner tonight, who also did not win a MacBook for coming into this live stream first, was Jerry Holly. So my question to Jerry is, if you're still in here, I went to his live stream and I was the first commenter there. And then when I went over to check my live stream, he had literally just commented like a minute later. So I wonder, Jerry, did you see my comment first and decided to go be the first comment on mine, or did we just do it at the same time without even thinking about it? Either way, I think it's kind of funny. So we also have Box Van D, Roy and Becky. Thank you. I caught the tail end, as you know, I caught the tail end of your live stream earlier today. Thanks for sharing. It is Taco Tuesday. Don't forget. I know you want to make wraps, but come on now. It's Taco Tuesday. RV traveling in my researchers in the house. My backyard science. Full-time dream. Yes, you made this one. And yes, my cuckoo clock is still a few minutes behind, obviously. Bruce Murray. Hello, hello. Oh, my chat just jumped again. See where I picked up here. Yeah. Pause in effect. Hello. I have Tubebuddy. Probably could do much more with it. Just hard finding the time. We're going to talk about Tubebuddy today. Thomas Farm Okie. Hello, hello. Casual Girl. Hello. New Horizons. I don't think I said hello, but hello. Daydream about nice things. Your sticker is right there, young man. It wasn't there when we shot that video because it was shot a few weeks ago. Happy Place Diaries in the house. Hello, hello. Steve Turtle. Howdy, howdy. Let's see. Mel Duncan. Hello. Ass Right. Hello. Hello, KT. Senior Sister. Hello. RV Dog. Woo-hoo. William Dickinson. Posh Cats. Hello. And I think that's everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. My eyes have actually been pretty blurry over the last few days for some reason. I probably need new glasses. I'm old, and I apologize. So thanks, everybody, for jumping in here. And like I said last week, we're going to talk a little bit about Tubebuddy. But first, I want to show this isn't updated. For those of you who watched our live stream on Sunday, we opened up quite a few stickers. We haven't put them on the board yet, but the board is getting full. But one thing we started doing with this last batch of stickers we got is we're not taking the back off the sticker and sticking them onto this paper anymore. What we're doing is we're just putting a piece of tape on the back and putting them on here. That way, if we ever want to rearrange them on the board or put them on something else, it'll just be that much easier. Because since this is, this is, again, for those of you who haven't heard, this is just a poster frame, and this is plastic, not glass. So it does have a piece of clear plastic over it. And in the white paper, that's this paper that came with it, and we turned it around. So not very high tech, not very expensive either. I think it was like, 10, $15 or whatever at Hobby Lobby. So, but since we're now just putting the stickers on with tape, they stay in place. They look like they're still on there, but we can move them around as we want to. And plus, we saw that some of the people who were sending us stickers were actually writing little notes on the back of the sticker. So we kind of didn't want to throw that away because they're nice little handwritten notes and stuff. So we wanted to keep those going. Yes, it is pretty craftsy, and it was actually my idea. So, hey, nursing our travel bug. Hello, hello. Bill, I have some stuff in the mail that'll be here hopefully next week. So before our live on Sunday, I'll send you a text with the picture of what I get. You'll love it, and I'll show everybody else later. So what we're going to talk about today, 24 in here, awesome. So what we're going to talk about today, or at least start off talking, is we're going to talk a little bit about Tubebuddy, and I mean a little bit because Tubebuddy has a lot of functions, a lot of features, and a lot of cool things you can do with it. Average Joe PT, hello, hello. So, we're not going to be able to go over it all in this one video. There's literally tons of Tubebuddy YouTube videos out there. I'm getting pretty good at saying all these tongue twisters. If you have some specific things you want to know about Tubebuddy, definitely look at those. But we're just going to bring up Tubebuddy real quick, and when Tubebuddy's up, I'm not going to be able to see the chat at all while I'm showing you the screen. So if I miss anything, when I come back, when you can see when I get rid of it, I'll look through the chat. So wait a minute, let's do this before we get going into Tubebuddy. Does anybody have a pressing tech question that they would like an answer to? Or does anybody have something they just learned tech-wise that they'd like to share with everybody? We're either way. Again, we're the people here in the chat and watching from home. This is a interactive thing. Teach me some stuff, let me teach you some stuff, and let everybody in the chat teach each other some stuff as well. So Lucky Duck Productions, hey Bob. Bob, I sent somebody your way for your drone knowledge today. I don't know if they reached out to you or not, but hopefully you can answer that question because I had no clue. I did fly the drone some more today, but that's in another video that I'm going to be putting out. I might just put it out after this. I don't know. It's just a short, fun, quirky video I did, so I don't really care about views, but I think it's funny. I think it's funny. So hopefully you guys will think it's funny too. You'll enjoy it too. Okay, first question, Senior Sister. And for those of you who don't know, Senior Sister used to be called Z Sisterhood. I'm calling her the artist, kind of like Prince, used to be called the artist, formerly known as. So she's the artist because she's an artist to me. But she wants to know, how do you tag someone in your video? I heard last week, do you just put the channel name in your description? Well, that's one way to do it. And you can also use cards. And when a card is if you look in the upper right-hand corner when you're watching a video, there's a little gray bar there, and it'll have some writing, and it's whatever the person wants. And you click on that, and it'll either take you to a website, a YouTube video, or a YouTube channel, or a playlist. So you can just click, and when you go in, once you've uploaded a video to YouTube, in YouTube Studio, you can add a card to it. You can put that card anywhere in the video you want. You can put I don't know if there's a limit to the number of cards you can put in either, but they're all in the same spot, the upper right-hand corner. So that's one way to do that. Let's see. Artists on the Road, do you have to use some type of app in order to do live streams? Yes and no. You can live stream directly from YouTube Studio. But what works best is using some kind of program. Like I'm using StreamYard right now, as you can see from whatever corner you see the StreamYard logo. That's from my PC. That's probably the most popular one that people are using to do live streaming today, and it's free. You get 20 hours of live streaming per month. You can use. It's real easy to set up. And since it's web-based, it doesn't take any resources from your computer. Like you don't need a super fast processor, a lot of hard drive space, or a lot of RAM. because it's all done on their servers. And there's a few other ones out there too. There's OBS, there's Stream Labs, there's Prism Live. There's quite a few apps you can do live streaming with. Also, there's apps for your phone that you can do live stream with. Prism Live and Streamlabs is probably two of the most popular ones to stream from your phone. Let's see. Yeah, Roy and Becky just learned about cards. We use them now. They look cool. Yeah. Yeah, I've been using them off and on, but I'm trying to use them regularly, and we'll talk about why I'm using them more in a little bit. Steve Charles says, I think it's like 5 cards for video. I think you're right now that you mentioned that. Like I said, I'm not sure if there's a limit or not. And the limit may be based on the length of the video or just maybe 5 in general. I don't know. But I'll tell you this, when you if you hit that limit, YouTube will let you know. Do you ever have bug splat pop up on your Filmora 9? That's what Roy and Becky's Travels wants to know. I don't know what bug splat is. If you're talking about like the watermark that says Filmora 9, you're going to get that on any video you export with Filmora 9 if you're using the free version. You have to pay for it to get rid of that watermark. So if that's what you're talking about, you got to pay for it. Arkansas Woodcutter, hello. And let's see, Thomas Farmoki, how do you add cards? We'll talk about that in just a second. We'll hit that. And if we'll hit that in just a second. So I want to give you a quick overview on Tubebuddy here in just a second. And then we'll talk about cards and some other things. Pause and Effect says they've used Filmora for training videos and such at work for a few years prior to starting a YouTube channel. It does what I need. Happy Place Diaries uses the paid version of Filmora 9. It's worth it. Yeah, and the paid version isn't that much. And honestly, you can get the paid version a couple of ways. You can just go to their website and just pay for it outright. There's a link in all of our video descriptions where you can get, I think it's 20% off. If you click on the link, you'll get 20% off, and I'll get a little bit of kickback. But I would recommend doing neither of those two things. So I'm telling you right now, don't click on my link to give me money. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. I'll tell you now, why not? We're friends here, right? So if you have Tubebuddy, the paid version, we'll talk about the pay scales in a minute. Any paid version, you get 30% off of Filmora 9. So you might as well get the paid version of Tubebuddy, and then go buy Filmora 9 that way. So I went about 13 minutes without flubbing a word. I think that's a record for me, whether in a live stream or in life in general. Bob's Adventure uses an app called Video Guru. Bob, do you have an app? Do you have an iPhone or use an Android? Just curious. Wayward Wags uses Filmora 9 also. He loves it. Hey, what's up, Dustin, Leslie, and Scout? The birthday, I guess he's still birthday. Well, birthday week, maybe? I don't know for Scout. Roy and Becky said they paid $99 a year for Filmora 9. Bugsplat is annoying pop-up and it shuts down. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the Bugsplat and shutting down. We can go offline, Roy. And we can talk that out. We can figure it out together. I got no problem with that. Howling Fun Adventures, hello. Pause Effect said they looked at Final Cut and Premiere, but the learning curve just seemed too much when I'm happy with Filmora. Hey, Place Diaries says it paid a one-time fee for $4.99 and get nothing. Yeah, okay. Bob's Adventure, that program he uses is on Android. So I will Google the Bugsplat thing. Roy, thanks for throwing that in. I'm pretty certain this is Roy chatting, right? From Roy and Becky's Travels. But yeah, and Casual Core uses iMovie. Yeah. So the thing with before you buy any program, try it out. A lot of people say, well, use Final Cut or Adobe Premiere. Well, look at the price. Not only the price of those programs, but the features of those programs. Like me personally, I am not the one that's going to sit here and do, um, you know, any type of massive special effects type videos and all this and all kinds of crazy outlandish video editing tricks. I'm just not going to do it. I don't think it's worth it for a YouTube video unless you're trying to do a story. But if you're doing a video on how to change the oil in your RV, you don't need a lot of cinematic features in that, right? They just take away from the story you're trying to tell. If you have good content, you don't need cinematic tricks to cover up or to make your videos good. Your good quality will make your video good. So with all that said, find something free, see if it works for you. iMovie for the Apple folks, that's very similar to Filmora and in functionality and in how it's used. So if you're familiar with iMovie, using Filmora 9 is not that big of a stretch. There's a bunch of free to try video editing software for Windows platform. Unfortunately, for a Chrome, if you have a Chromebook, you don't have a lot of options, or you have no options. That's just the nature of the Chromebook. But the nice thing is, literally any laptop that's sold in Walmart, Best Buy, or anywhere else in the world, well, in this country today, is really all you need to do your video editing and your YouTube stuff that you want to do. You don't need to spend a lot of money. I think I spent $300 on this laptop 2 years ago. This is what I use for my video editing, and I use it for everything. It's actually now my work laptop as well, so I use it for literally everything. And does it take a little bit longer to render videos when I'm exporting a video out of Filmora to be able to upload them? Yeah, it takes a little bit of time. A 20-minute video might take 20 or 30 minutes to render, but so what? I mean, do I need to spend $1,000 on a computer so it'll render that video in 5 minutes? No, I can wait. But it's whatever you want to spend. See, Howling Fun Adventures uses Adobe Premiere and he likes it now. And Nursing Your Travel Bug, if you want more features, try DaVinci. It's good for stuff like multicam and syncing external audio. Lucky Dog says he uses OBS. Yeah, Lucky Dog uses OBS for his lives. You can also do it for like some screen recording and stuff like that too. So we got 32 in the house. That might be a record, I think, for these Tech Talk Tuesdays. So thanks for everybody out there. The nice thing I like about Filmora, and I just saw Wayward Wag said it here, is Filmora also has a YouTube channel that has videos with editing tips. I actually use some of those videos today. Filmora does a great job of supporting their product and teaching people how to use their product. They have not only do they have their own videos that you can watch that they've produced, but since it's such a popular platform and it can work on both the Mac and the PC, then there's a lot of other people that are putting out their own Filmora tutorial videos. So that's another thing to look at too when you're looking at buying a program to do your video editing, is what kind of support do you have? Not just from the company that's making it, but support from the community. If you buy some off-the-wall video editing software, even if it's only $5, if you can't figure out how to use it and you struggle to get anything done and it takes you forever to get anything done, is it really worth $5? Think about it. Yeah, Arkansas Woodcutter says Adobe would be great, but the learning curve is steep, and I use iMovie. It's all he has. Yep. So yeah, good question, Happy Place Search. What about Tubebuddy? Let's talk about Tubebuddy. For those of you not familiar what Tubebuddy is, if you're a content creator, which it looks like all of you are in the room. Oh, 3 for the Road RV. Hello, I just saw that. I will scroll all over the place because, well, that's the kind of person I am. And there's also literally a bunch of squirrels in the backyard too. So, so occasionally Talon will probably come over here as well, or Shelly. Either one of them wanted to go out in the backyard and chase squirrels. Hang on. Okay. So I had just to read a note from Shelly. Sorry about that. So what TubeBuddy is a lot of things. So let's go take a look at it real quick. And again, once this comes up, I am not going to see the screen. And this might be hard for you guys to see, especially if you're watching on your phone or you're watching it on a PC. I mean, but if you try to maximize the screen so you can see this, then it should help. Or you can just go to tubebuddy.com yourself. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to go over here to features. And just as soon as I highlight the mouse over it, you can see there's a long list of stuff. So let's just actually check on productivity first. We're just going to look real quick at some of these features. We can do some advanced video embedding stuff here, like high suggested videos, autoplay bar, loop a video. You can disable full screen. For some reason, you don't want somebody to go full screen in your video. You can check that. I'm sure there's a reason why, but there. You can force closed captions. A lot of different things here you can do with the advanced embed features. And again, just like with Filmora and I'm talking about how easy it is to use. So I've got my overview tab here, and then the next tab is how-to videos. And so now I got a video I can watch about advanced YouTube video embedding. We're going to skip by that real quick, and we're going to look at this one because we'll do this one. This is a good one here. Canned responses. So you can use pre-written messages in various areas on YouTube, like to reply to comments. You just click on, one of your canned responses, and it automatically goes to an automatic response for you. But you have to select it. So it just keeps you from having to type out the same thing over and over again. Honestly, I don't use that feature. Every comment made on every one of our videos, I reply to personally. I don't cut and paste anything. I type it out, and I try to make it as unique as I can to that person, depending on what they said. If somebody says great video and that's all their comment is, there's not really a whole lot I can come back with other than thanks. So that's all you're going to get. And there's a lot of other here: emoji pickers, default upload profiles, comment spotlights, things like that. So let's look at, I'm just going to jump over here to pricing. And the reason I'm going to do that is very specific because I want to show you the different things it can do. And you got 4 versions here: free, pro, star, and legend. And all the different things it can do. Now, what I use TubeBuddy for mainly is I use TubeBuddy for my keywords for my videos on my channel, and search engine optimization type stuff, or SEO is what it's called. That's the biggest thing I use it for. I also am starting to use TubeBuddy for a few other things as I'm still learning it. So the best thing to do with any of this stuff is just get in there and start playing with it. Again, TubeBuddy is free, but it's very limited. As you can see, you've got all these things. The upload checklist is a nice one because it helps you with things to remind you to do things that are important to get your video recognized by YouTube. Things like, sharing it on Twitter, sharing it on Facebook, make sure your title's a certain length, making sure you have an end screen and cards and things like that. So the checklist is really nice because TubeBuddy senses all these things and sees them and will tell you if they're there or not. So it's not like you have a checklist that you have to manually go check for. TubeBuddy actually checks this stuff for you and then shows you what's left on the checklist that you haven't done. As you can see, if you go all the way down here, or maybe you can't see because the screen's too small. That's why I'm going through this quickly because I know a lot of you can't. You got some limited functionality with some things like comment filters and upload profiles. And then the next version up will give you in-screen templates, card templates. And then you go up from there. You got sunset videos, schedule video updates, schedule publish, etc. You also have a lot of bulk processing tools, but you require one of the top 2 tiers to use any of these bulks. The nice thing about the bulk ones are, if you want to get rid of all your end screens and all your videos, you can do that. Get rid of all your cards, you can do that. You want to put a certain end screen or certain cards in all of your videos, you can do this with just a couple of clicks. If you have the Star or Legend version, I don't have those. The search engine optimization stuff we talked about, your tag list, that's the biggest thing I use it for. And along with that, these suggested tags and the keyword explorer. Those are the biggest things I use it for. So all this search engine type stuff, the best practice audit I use occasionally. Probably should use it more. But let's look at, as you can see, it's a long list of features here. Long list. So I'm not going to obviously go over all of these, but here's what we were talking about earlier about some of the member perks. You can get Audio Hero, which is 250,000 premium royalty-free music tracks for free. Normally $10 a month. That's pretty good. Tuber Tools, which is graphic and video editing for your YouTube channel, usually $17 a month. It's free. And you got a bunch of other ones. A lot of people like Epidemic Sound. Well, you can get 25% off if you subscribe to TubeBuddy. So a lot of good perks there. One of the perks that's missing from this one is the femoral one I talked about earlier, but it's there. So let's talk about pricing. You got the Pro, Star, and Legend, but they also offer discounts. So like if you have less than 1,000 subscribers, which a lot of you do, well, boom, that cuts the price in half right there. If you want to pay yearly, well, that knocks off some more. If you have more than one channel, well, you got to contact them. So you can get the Pro version for as low as $3.60 a month if you're under 1,000 subscribers and you want to pay yearly. Now, if you look at the Star and the Legend, they're kind of expensive. That's why I don't use them, mess with them. I got a deal through TubeBuddy, and they throw this out occasionally, so wait for the deal to come up before you actually buy it, where I paid $100 for the Pro version for life. So I'm done. I get the Pro version for life. So instead of paying $3.60 a month or $9 a month once I go over 1,000 subscribers, then I'm still paying just the $100 a month. I'm done. So let's check out my account real quick, and I'll show you some things. So here in my account, it shows the channels I have added. Since I only am paying for one channel, it shows it here. My Pro license, and it shows me all the things I can do with this license. So what's my health report? Let's check this out. So how many views I have, how many subscribers, how many uploads, my performance in the last 30 days. My subscribers have gone down by 29% in the last 30 days. That doesn't mean I've lost 150 subscribers or whatever. That means I'm not getting as many subscribers this month as I did the previous month. And my engagement is also down by 21%. That kind of sucks. But again, it is what it is, and I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep over it. Again, I got my, I can see how many comments I've gotten, over 6,600 comments, 992 likes, 5 dislikes. Hey, thumbs up, thumbs down. It all counts the same as far as YouTube goes. Sharing stats, my retention, my average view time is down quite a bit. That sucks. And I got demographics and a bunch of other stuff. That's my health. So what's my channel worth? I wonder if it'll tell me. Oh, got to upgrade. I don't care. Oh, got to have a Legend license for that. So what's my usage stats? We're going to load that. We're going to see what that is. See, so if you're a stat guy, so you baseball fans out there, I know most of you are stat guys. This is for you. This is the page for you. So the biggest thing too that I use TubeBuddy for is to create my thumbnails. So I'm going to show you that real quick. So I'm going to jump back here. I'm going to remove that tab for now. And hey, Thin Blue Lane. Hello down in Peace River, Florida. Spooktacular Bob, how's it going? I don't think any 2 Dove Nation. Hey guys, how's it going? We got 34 in the house now. That's awesome. So real quick, I'm going to share my actual YouTube's. Yeah, gotta figure out what I was going to do. Go back to sharing this guy again. Go into YouTube Studio. Go down to videos. I'm going to quickly go to live. That way nobody sees any of the upcoming content we have, because that's a secret. So I see I have an upcoming video here, obviously, Sunday dinner. If you'd like to have Sunday dinner with us live on screen, like Happy Place Diaries and Daydream About Nice Things did last Sunday, if you'd like to join us up on screen this coming Sunday, just shoot me an email, ourepicrvadventure@gmail.com. So I'm going to click on details right here, and we're going to cover a couple things. First of all, you're talking about wanting to add cards. Well, you add cards by scrolling down. Cards are right here, in screening cards. Since the one I clicked on is actually a live stream that hasn't happened yet, I obviously can't add it in screen, and I can't add cards to a video that doesn't exist yet. But one thing I can do while I'm here is this playlist. So I need to add this to a playlist. Well, this is a live stream. This is just how I do it. You do it however you want. And to see our adventure from the beginning, that's all of our videos. So I put this in those two. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit more. And here's that best practice. Here's that checklist right here that we was talking about on that Tubebuddy sends out. Get a like on Facebook. Upload a high-res thumbnail. That is a high-res thumbnail, but I guess it doesn't like it. Add an end screen. Add info cards. Et cetera, et cetera. And as you can see down here, it says 1 of 10 best practices is complete. So got a lot of work there. The create thumbnail, this is what I like about this. Let's take this out really quick. You can pull if you want to pull a frame out of your video, you can just click this still frame from video. Since there's no video there, I can't really click on that. You can choose a solid color, or you can choose an image or existing thumbnail. Ugh. Say that 10 times fast. So I'm just going to choose this one. That drawing may look familiar to a lot of people. Thanks to Tunestead for that. So I've got what I want to use for my thumbnail. Again, it's always the best practice to put a face in your thumbnail, or dog. So here we are with our thumbnail. I have templates, and I'll show you about making templates later. So if I need to make a template, if I need to make a thumbnail for my video, then once I find the picture, I just go here to this template and I apply it, and boom, it's there. And what it is, this is the stuff that was what was in it when I made the template. So I can click on this first one, for example, and I can just type in whatever I want. I can even spell it right, maybe. I can move it around. See, like this one here is covering my face here. I can move it over here. Do whatever I want. What you don't want to do is have anything in this lower right-hand corner as you're facing the screen, because that's where YouTube puts in the time for your the video, the time length of the video. So anything you put there will be covered up. So always leave that corner, that lower right corner blank. So do whatever you want to here as far as putting in your stuff. And again, this is Tubebuddy. I got images I can add. So I can click on this, and I can add our logo wherever I want, if I wanted to. I got shapes I can add in. I got a bunch of emojis I could add. I don't do emojis, so they're not there. I got frames. I can add a frame, like this green frame here. And if there's something on there I don't like, I can just hit this delete, and it'll delete whatever's highlighted. So I don't want that there, so I just hit delete. I hit continue. I'm not going to save this, but I hit continue. And here's the nice thing. When you hit continue, it actually shows you a preview of how it would look like on a YouTube search. And it also shows you similar videos and their thumbnails. So you can get an idea of what their thumbnails look like, and maybe you should change yours or not. You can also switch it over here to how it would look on Facebook, how does it look on Twitter, so you can see all those things. That's pretty cool to me. That in and of itself would be worth even if I was paying $9 a month for it, it'd be worth that for sure for me. So that's all the cool stuff you could do with TubeBuddy there. So as we scroll down a little bit more, you see the tags. Now I don't have any tags added to this video yet, but I have a bunch of choices down here. Just threw up. I don't even know where it comes up with it randomly. I know it looks at your description and stuff, but I can just start typing in a tag. Like we'll type in Sunday dinner, and unfortunately, I'm also have vidIQ on here, so that's kind of covering it up. So Sunday dinner ideas. We'll do Sunday dinner, and see, it's just adding them. Sunday dinner, angry grandpa. Well, I'm not a grandpa, so I'm not going to put that in. And I can just go down here and pick whatever I want. And then I can come up with another one. Okay. RV cooking. Even though we're not in an RV, but whatever, right? RV cooking tips, RV outside, RV cooking while driving, RV cooking Instapot. There we go. And I just put in my tags. And I can save it, and we're done. But I'm not saving it. And with TubeBuddy also, a nice feature about TubeBuddy, and we'll just go to YouTube in general, show you something. If you're using TubeBuddy, we'll just click on this one. This is Traveling Robert's personal channel. But the reason I brought that up is because if you look here, this is vidIQ. We're not talking about vidIQ today. Here's TubeBuddy pops up. And it gives me a summary of this video, best practices that this video is doing, and also shows me the tags on that video. So if I'm looking to make a video and I find a video similar to what I want to make that's doing really well, I'll look on YouTube for the good video, and then I'll copy the tags. They work for them, maybe they'll work for me. And all you gotta do is copy them. It's real simple. So that is the very, very quick TubeBuddy thing. So how important is placement of tags? Arkansas Woodcutter wants to know. Thin Blue Lane says the most relevant tag should be the beginning of your list and your description. Yeah, you should have keywords in your description that match keywords in your title, and they should also be in your tags. And let's see what else we got going on here. And keywords are words in your description and in your title. Tags are in the tags, so they're not the same thing. Bye, Pause and Effects. Thanks for stopping by. Find Us Camping. Hello. It says tags are not as important as they used to be. Yeah, I'm actually finding that out. At least it's the way it seems with a lot of my videos. And Bob's Adventures, he's going to play with TubeBuddy all day long. You can play with TubeBuddy for days, even with the free version, before you learn everything. So, what else we got going on here? Pause and Effects. I know they just left, or maybe they're still there, but they're going to be adding some stickers soon. That'll be awesome to see. So we talked about, it showed you where to add the cards, showed you about the thumbnail. The thumbnail generator is really easy because it's important for your thumbnails to be consistent, have a consistent look. That way, when somebody sees a certain thumbnail, they know that's your channel, or at least think it's your channel. So your thumbnail should have a consistent font, consistent color, and a consistent style. And you don't want your thumbnail to be full of solid colors. You want faces on there, and you want it to be relevant too. Let's see. Graham, you're very welcome. Find us. Camping says they use TubeBuddy, vidIQ. They work good in their own ways. Yeah, I just started recently playing with vidIQ. I haven't done a lot with it yet. So I'm not sure, but I like some of the things that vidIQ does. I think it does it a little bit better than TubeBuddy, or maybe it's just easier for me to use, and I haven't figured out how to use that feature in TubeBuddy correctly yet. I don't know yet. But they are all very similar. Howlin' Fun RV Adventures. Go help Morgan with the schoolwork. So we are all in on TubeBuddy here. I think most of the YouTube community is pretty much all in on TubeBuddy. I know some will use both TubeBuddy and vidIQ, but no problem, Bill. See you later. Then Blue Lane, daughter needs a computer for homework. Yeah, Arkansas Woodcutter says it uses the free version of vidIQ. Yeah, I found that problem too. He says that the tags it comes up with are limited in scope, and you have to put yourself on the other side of the video. What are people searching for mentally? Yeah, that's a big key. Is if you, for the video you made, if you made a video about cooking a hot dog, or you, because that's great, you made the video about cooking a hot dog. Now, if you didn't know how to cook a hot dog, what words would you type in like YouTube or Google to find a video on how to make a hot dog? Those are the words that should be in your description. Those are the words that should be in your tags, your keywords, and your title. Ask a question in your title as well, and answer that. And make a statement, and write a good. Excuse me. Try that in English. Write a question and make a statement. Your title and the words in your thumbnail should be different as well. There's their job bag. Hot dog. Yeah, I said hot dog, but Shelly's actually making chili. Chili. Jeez. Shelly's actually making tacos, because for those of you who weren't paying attention, it's Taco Tuesday today. Yeah. So New Horizons, it gets aggravating that people have to type in my full name after my channel name. It's so frustrating that my channel name isn't searchable. I think your channel name is searchable. It certainly is searchable. The problem is with I think just the phrase New Horizons means a lot of stuff and covers a wide area. So even just maybe if you just added something else to your name, I'm definitely not suggesting you change it, but just adding something in it, like I don't know, off the top of my head, New Horizons RVing or something like that. That sounds bad, but I was just throwing out an example. Hello, Beyond Beauty 3. Then that might make it easier to search and easier to find. Yeah, because that's another key. We talked about this last week as well. When you're trying to decide a name for your channel, it has to be a name to be a great name to help you out. It has to have a lot of features. First of all, it has to be high up in the alphabet or start with a number, because the numbers will be up before the letters will on your, if you're looking at your subscription list. See, like Two Dove Nation, they're here, and they have a great channel name because it starts with the number 2. So for those of you who struggled with math in school, that's right after number 1, right before 3. So that's pretty high at the top of the list. And I'm sure they did the number 2 versus TWO, because now you do a TWO, you're way down at the bottom. See, this is things I didn't know when we came up with our channel name, because ours starts with an O. We're down towards the bottom. Avenger RV Adventure, that's an A. He's at the top. Oh, Casual Girl had a question. Can you look at my thumbnails and tell me how they are. Yes, let's do that. And just, yeah, we'll do that. Let's do that right now, shall we? Who wants to help Casual Girl with her thumbnails? We'll bring up the channel here real quick. I'm just going to do this real quick. Hopefully we can find your channel. There it is. I am not logged in here, so not sure why that's not showing me subscribe, because I know we just subscribed to your channel because I watched your redneck fishing video, which was awesome. I'd never seen that before. So I can say right now, your videos, your thumbnails, excuse me. So your thumbnails are all different colors, are all over the place. So any of these on your top row here, well, except for the last one because you don't have any, it's not really a thumbnail, but any of those first four, that font, the colors, all of that would work. So pick one of those you like and use it as your template for all of your other thumbnails. At least that's my thought. What does everybody else think? I gotta wait for the chat to catch up with me. Yeah, the words, Finest Camping says the words are hard to read, especially on mobile. Yeah, I'm not looking at it on a mobile. So that's the other key too. You've got to look at them on a mobile device, because that's where a lot of people are going to see them. And I can see probably the St. Thomas Ghost Town one, and maybe even the Frankie and Daisy one might be a little bit hard to read. One way around that is when whatever you're using to make your thumbnails, if you can outline the letters in a different color, like a darker color, because all of your lettering is kind of light colored. If you can outline those in like black, then that'll help the letters and the words pop out more. Yeah, and I'm just reading the comments too as they go by. Don't be concerned too much about putting your logo or your name in your thumbnails either. Some people do, some people don't. There's two different schools of thought on if that's even a good idea or not. And so that's really up to you to decide. You're doing a good job of not putting anything where the timestamp is. But yeah, I think if you can make your lettering stand out more and go with a consistent color scheme, both background and for your lettering, that'll help a lot. And senior sister says she thinks that little cowboy hat on, she's fine. It really stands out. Yeah, the cowboy hat and the waders. Yeah, hold the little net that was actually successful. I can't believe the little net was successful and the big net wasn't. If you haven't watched that video, it's pretty fun to watch. Go watch your video. Jerry Holly says he needs a lot of help. Well, there's a lot of people that are out here to help you, buddy. I need a lot of help too. There's your travel bug. Yes, consistency. It's a branding thing. Pick a color scheme. Folks will recognize it's you. Arkansas Woodcutter says too much of the same pose. New Rise said Northwoods RV Life made me a template to keep my thumbnails look more consistent. And that's the nice thing I liked about Tubebuddy. We used a few other programs to make our thumbnails. I know some people use what was that program, Shelly? Canva. Yeah, Shelly likes Canva, in case you didn't hear her say that. But Canva's not free. Well, Tubebuddy basically kind of is free for us.
Canva's free, but
yeah, and also it took a while for Shelly to make thumbnails with Canva. We can pop thumbnails out real fast, real consistent using Tubebuddy. And if you hear that whining, that's Talon. I think she wants to go outside and chase some squirrels. Susan says she's using Pixie Lab for thumbnails. Oh, senior sister, interesting. Gillian Perkins, Video this morning proved too much consistency caused people to stop clicking. Yeah, I think if you're consistent though, and I didn't look, I've had to go look up the video because that's very interesting. Yeah, if your videos are, I mean, if your thumbnails are really consistent, so you can't tell one video from another just by a quick glance at the thumbnails, then you've got a problem. That's where you need to minimize your non-photo part, I'll say. So minimize how much solid colors you have, minimize how much words you have. That way you maximize the actual picture you have. And then you make that different in every one. Now our live stream thumbnails are all the same simply because I'm too lazy to create new thumbnails for each live stream. Some people create more, some people don't. It's really up to them. But the biggest thing is figure out something that works best for you and then stick with it. I think consistency in your font and your coloring is important still. Now I got that video on mine now. I got to go watch it since we're done here. Well, as soon as we're done here, I got to go watch another live stream, which I'll mention in a minute. So we're gonna look at that video. Maybe we'll talk about that video next week too. So a lot of people are using a lot of different things for their thumbnails, and that's cool. Casual girl. So consistently, but slightly different. Yeah, the picture needs to be different. And from what I understand, pictures with faces, human faces or dog faces or both, tend to get the most views. And I can tell you that the thumbnails we have that have talent on it seem to get more clicks for us. But I don't put her on the thumbnail unless she's really part of the video. So look at her. I don't care enough to do anything with them. Honestly, that's a great attitude. Because if you're just doing this for fun, you want to have fun, you're not trying to be a YouTube millionaire, then who cares, right? And we're kind of the same way. We want to grow our channel because we want people to watch our stuff, and we want people to enjoy our journey with us, and we want to raise money for veterans. And so the best way for us to raise money for veterans is to have a lot of people watching us. I mean, so we're trying to do all this stuff to make our videos better, but at the same time, I'm not going to spend 40 hours to make editing a 15 or 20-minute video just so I might get 10 more clicks on it or a couple of likes. That time is money, and I'm better off just donating the money out of my own pocket and save myself the headache of all the laborious video editing. And kind of on that note, thanks, Jerry. Kind of on that note, we started a Patreon page a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't really announced it. I haven't announced it at all. It's in our description of our videos. I haven't announced it. But if you want to help us help veterans, there's a link in the description below to our Patreon page. Pick a level that's comfortable with you, and sign up. All the money's going to help a local veterans charity. It is not going to a national charity. It's going to a local veterans charity. So those of you who don't follow Wayward Wags, you should, number one. But if you're not, well, then go do it right now. And that's what Dustin, Leslie, and Scout are doing. They raise money for local charities and give that money to whatever local charity they find wherever they're at. And so we're following that model. So they started it, we're copying it because it's a great idea, and there's a lot of local charities out there that need help. So, and I'll throw out the next bug too. Ooh, excuse me. Hello, Bob, Blue Wave Bob. Is if you are a veteran out there, shoot me an email, ourepicrvadventure@gmail.com, or Jerry at Happy Place Diaries. His contact information is on his channel, or Dustin Leslie at Wayward Wags. Send any of us a message. If you're a veteran and you want to be involved in this fundraiser we've got that we have going on. Shelly's cooking it and I'm getting hungry, so it's even harder for me to talk than normal. The closeout date is this Friday. So if we don't hear from you this Friday, you know, you're not going to be able to be involved in this particular fundraiser. We hope it's a big success, and we'll be able to do it again later. But Friday's the cutoff, so you got to get a hold of us before Friday. So with that said,
we'll be able to be involved just in the first part.
Amy McFarland, the Mystic Soul Seer, why do people keep their channels private? Isn't that counterproductive growing your channel? Yeah, it could be. It really depends on what that channel's for. Some people keep their channel private because all their videos are for their family, so they don't want to share them with anybody. Understandably so. And some of them might be business related. And so I don't know. So with all that said, I really appreciate everybody's time. I've had a good time. I'm really having a good time with this whole format. Bring your tech questions to me. Email me ahead of time. If you have a tech question, we could talk about it here. I got a lot of free time on my hand right now. So if you do have a tech question, some of you have already taken me up on this offer, I know, and I appreciate that. I love helping you. Shoot me an email if you need help right now. You don't have to wait until next Tuesday. And we could talk about it Tuesday. I didn't get a chance to ask if anybody wanted to come up and talk this time, so I apologize. And even better, because I don't pay attention to a lot of things, why don't I stop sharing my screen here? There you go. Now you can see me again. Sticker board's filling up. Thanks so much. If you want to swap stickers with us, send us an email, ourepicrvadventure@gmail.com. If you don't have a sticker but want one of ours, just shoot us an email. We'll send you a sticker out. Board's getting full. We want to fill it up. We want to get some more. Hello, Smith's Kontiki. Hello, I was just looking at some of your videos today. Oddly enough, how about that? Happy Place Diary says, not me. He does not want one of my stickers. See, that just shows you how badly he wants a sticker. He wants to make everybody think that he doesn't want one. It's kind of like that, in high school, the boys say, I don't like that girl, even though they have a big crush on them. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. So again, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, Happy Place Diary says, got one. I thought he had a question. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right now to give you guys a chance to go over and visit before Live with Jerry Holly comes up. I just dropped the link in there. Again, thank everybody for your time. Really enjoyed it. Look forward to talking to you Sunday dinner. If you want to have dinner with us, we still have a spot open. So shoot us an email. Y'all take care. Stay safe. God bless. And I honestly mean this. I really hope to see you guys down the road soon. Bye, everybody.